Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Sim Shack, and of course welcome back to me, Sim UK. We're back in Ships at Sea, and it looks like my game save didn't save me exactly where I was. There's a little hack that Spike discovered earlier. If you save and reload your game when you've refueled all the way down the bottom there, quite a long way to go to get fuel, it will actually load your boat back at the dock and you'll have full fuel, which is nice. So if I now come over here, swap back to the correct boat, I'm hoping and praying that all of the delivery stuff that I put on there last time is still on there. Because if it isn't, oh my god, I don't know where it's gone. Okay, that's a bit worrying. Is it on there? No, it's not. It's not there either. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it seems like it's gone back into the office. Okay, so we'll take all the short jobs and the trash cleaning mission. We'll go do those next. Almost forgot to take the stuff. Okay. Look at these waves. These are gentle waves as well. Most aggressive. They really shouldn't be this aggressive in the safety of the harbour, but I'm sure they'll figure it out in time. They'll get the settings right. Right. One load on. Oh! I fell into the sea! Well, that's not happened before. I better take a screenshot of this. And, tell the chaps. Oh my gosh. Kind of humorous. Right, so I think I don't know how to get out of this. Return to game. No. Back to main menu. We're gonna have to just load in again, I guess. Oh, okay. We'll try that again, shall we? Tis early access. There are going to be bugs. There are a lot of bugs. But the potential quality is also incredibly obvious. With the right amount of tweaking and poking and jiggery, it's going to be a really good ship simulator. I say ship simulator because it's not just focusing on fishing anymore. Very much not just focusing on fishing anymore at all. Let's try and not hit anything. Trying to bring the boat round so it's a little bit closer. trying to get into this left-hand side, port side. Reduce speed to dock. Okay, speed is reduced. Dock. Dock. I think it's trying to dock me this side. Oh god, oh god, oh my god. The controls combined with the waves. God, I'm taking damage now. The controls combined with the waves are lethal. Right, finally there. I've damaged my boat 50%. That is a lot of damage. Just to move the boat to the other side of the dock. Pretty crazy. Right, so I did ask whether or not you thought it was better jump on board a boat like so with teleporting. I think not. I think it's better just to step onto the boat like that. Isn't that so much better? Don't you agree? That's better, right? Spike agrees, don't you, Spike?
100%, mate.
Oh, hang on. I was walking around the cabin then for a second, I thought.
Mel's got a small list of grievances.
I'm walking around inside the cabin. So it can be done.
How the heck did you manage to walk inside the cabin? Is that because you walked onto the boat?
Because I walked onto the boat, I imagine, yeah. But it shows that it's capable. Well, it sounds like my engine is on when it shouldn't be.
Can you still control the boat?
Yes, I can still press the buttons and stuff. The only thing I can't do is get out of the cabin, which is a bit of a concern.
That's a concern.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get it. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get out of the cabin. Oh, the door shuts before I can get through.
You need rescuing. Oh no, we can't play multiplayer. What a shame.
Not till tomorrow, perhaps, yeah. Oh my god, and the boat's just taken off. So many bugs. Oh, Jesus. I can't steer this thing.
Oh man, that was a lovely tea, that. Pulled pork and chips.
Oh, nice. We had pork as well. Roast pork.
Been sat in the freezer for ages, so it's a case of needing to use it. Cracking them out.
Roger that. Flipping hell. My boat's going to sink at this rate. Right, we are officially docked. Can I get out of this bloody room? I don't think I can. That's so annoying. I have to load again. How irritating is that? Oh, good God. Bear with me, guys. Right, load game for the third time. And this time, hopefully, we'll be fine. Right. Can we drop? Swap the boat. I should have my new propeller on there. Not crouch. There's no crouch button. Huh. But yeah, you can just about see my three twin prop. I'm not sure that's what it's called. Right, same again. Same jobs. Same situation. I won't bother moving the boat this time. It's too much hassle and it just gets damaged. Put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down, put it down. Oh my gosh, put it down. Thank you. Right. Settings, mouse and keyboard. Unequip item is X, right. Don't want to rebind it.
What's the crap, mate?
I just messed around with the boat. Managed to throw myself into the sea.
Oh,
Looks very different from underneath. What else did I do? Oh, I managed to get on the boat without pressing the E button. Managed to get in the cabin without pressing the E button. Okay, so I've just changed the keybind on that, but it hasn't actually changed, so that's broken. Yeah, pretty much the same old, very early access kind of fun and jiggery-pokery.
If you lose your ship, it kind of breaks the game.
In what way?
So I discovered that through Mel doing jobs with her rowboat, she was only getting one cargo at a time. and you can't shift 4 cargoes on the rowboat. Obviously, it's one at a time, so you have to keep going backwards and forwards. But you put the first one down, and it won't accept anything else after that.
What won't accept anything else? The dock or the boat?
The dock won't accept you putting the second box down.
So you row over with one box, put it down, go get the next box, and it won't let you put that one down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like it needs you to have the bigger ship, because it's a bigger ship contract.
I know what that problem is, by the way, because you didn't go back into the shipyard and change it active port back over. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
What was that?
Yeah. Mel said that you might not have gone back into your shipyard and changed your active boat back over to the rowboat, because it was just outside, and I just assumed that was good to go. So that's probably what could have been what the problem was.
Ah, right. Yeah, because I just had it there where I reloaded in, and my boat was over by where I got the fuel, and it reloaded my rowboat instead of my main boat as well. So yeah, maybe the game thinks we're still in the big boat. Yeah, could be that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey Mel,
Hello.
how you finding the game?
Not too bad. Frustrating in places.
It's very early access, isn't it?
Yes, I know. I'm trying to be like constructive with the things that I'm writing down.
Yeah.
So I've only got like 3
That's
things
good.
at the moment. Obviously, same as you with the fuel usage. It really is all over the place. Doesn't really matter how fast you're going to how much fuel you use at all. It's just really weird.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
So like it feels odd. The rowboat is much easier to row on the controller. On the keyboard, it's absolutely awful.
Right, okay. That's interesting, because I hadn't tried it on the keyboard, so that's good to know.
So on the on the controller, because you're using your thumbstick, right? And you can like go top left or top right, and you will turn and go forward at the same time.
Ah, well, I tell you what, that didn't work 2 days ago or a day ago. So that must have been something they changed last night. Yeah.
All right, I've tried it on the. I tried switching because my controller's plugged in. It's right next to my keyboard, so I just picked up my controller and tried it. So the rowboat is a lot better on the controller than it is on the keyboard.
Okay.
So I put down. I've basically put a heading of maneuverability. I've put awful on keyboard. So with the rowboat, obviously on the keyboard you've got W to go forward, S to go back, but you have to literally let go of all of the buttons to be able to turn using A or D. If you are holding a button, you will do nothing.
Yeah.
And then when you literally do a normal key press on A or D, you're turning between 260 to 300 degrees around with one key press.
Wow.
You literally have to like tippy tap it to sort of turn.
Right.
But you have to stop while you're doing that. You can't like, and the minute you take your finger off of W or S, you stop still.
Yeah.
So it's
that sounds quite similar to what the controller was like when I tried it, but that was a few days ago. So
okay, yeah, the controller was fine.
Okay.
And my other thing is just about the maneuverability of the obviously just the first cargo boat because it's the only one I've been into. Little tip for you while we're playing: if you need to turn in a tight space, go backwards, because otherwise you won't fucking turn at all.
I've noticed that it's got a much better reversing turn than anything else, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's
only
good
way to turn, like to get it to turn, going forwards, is you've got to be 3/4 throttle and above for it to turn.
Yeah.
If you're at half throttle, you can hold down A or D to your heart's content, and the ship will not move.
Well, this brings me back to my frustration with these arcadey implemented things, because I'm sure there's a skill that you can add for better turning, which in my eyes is just mental. Can't understand why they would deliberately make it awful to steer just so that you could have a rank up.
Yeah, because like So, from my understanding, I've been on ships and I've been on lots of different types of boats. I've never steered myself, but I have been in the cockpit when it's been manoeuvred. I've never been on like a big ship I've never been in the cockpit of a large ship, like a ferry or a cargo, like a big cargo ship or anything like that. But I've the only thing that I've like steered myself is a tiny outboard motor thing. That's it.
Oh, with the motor on the back.
You pull the cord to start the motor and then you turn left or right. That's the only thing I've like done other than rowboats myself with my own hands. But I have been there and people have explained. And like I always thought that if you needed to maneuver, depending on the build of the ship, like my understanding was if you're maneuvering in a tight space, you've got to go slow.
Yes.
So it doesn't make any sense that you can't turn unless you're 3/4 throttle or above.
Yes, exactly right. I've already messaged the devs to say the controls are
you've
awful.
Probably picked up on these anyway, but I'm just gonna like as I'm play, I'll just make a list of things that I come up.
Yeah, no, it's really good to hear it from someone else's perspective as well.
Yeah, well, like when I've played in betas and stuff, this is the kind of feedback that I would give.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Because ultimately, if nobody tells them of these things, they can't do anything about it.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
And about the trash bags.
Oh, have you done that mission?
I have done that mission. I'm about to be crazy and do it again.
Did you like it?
No.
Horrible.
No.
Okay.
So literally, you have to be like, you've basically got to crash into the trash bag and have it bounce down the side of your boat to be close enough to get it. However, I've looked in the shop.
There's a hook.
And there's a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which in the description in the shop says it's useful for fishing, but I want to do the trash.
To see if you can do it with the trash. Cool.
If you can use the hook on the trash.
Fabulous. Yeah, that'd be great.
Even if it's a foot away from the side of the ship, you can't reach to get it.
Yeah, okay. That's a bit crazy.
At the moment.
So you have to come out of the cockpit and... So you've got to steer towards it, then come out of the cockpit.
You've literally got to like almost literally bump into it because of the maneuverability of the ship, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like literally steer at it, and it'll kind of bump off your boat. It won't go far. It'll just kind of like bump along the side of your boat, and then as soon as it gets toward like at the kind of back of your cabin, it's almost impossible to do in first person view, by the way, because you need to see where the trash bag is. As soon as like it gets to the edge of your cabin, you've got to stop your engine, then get out of your cabin and go to the side and just look at the trash and basically wait for the wave to come up, and then you can lift it out of the water.
Yeah, that sounds...
So it's a bit weird at the moment, but like I said, I want to try it with the hook to
see if it's any better.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it will be, because I'm about to do that mission.
It's you know, it's testing stuff, right?
Absolutely, yeah. This is, I mean, I think the potential of this game is really obvious, but it's in a very, very early access state, isn't it? I mean, this is very early access. There's a lot of stuff that's going to have to change. It's going to take time as well. I don't think it's a quick fix anywhere. Yeah, this is awesome.
No, but again, if we give them constructive criticism, you can just hope, can't you?
Exactly. And that's what they asked for. That's what they're looking for. I mean, there's nobody on planet Earth who's been more critical of their game than I have, and yet they still invited me back to review this. So, you know, I really appreciate that. And it says a lot for the company as well, you know. They can take it on the chin and not get all upset. You just load in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bug. It does it every time.
Okay. There we go. I was just like confused with them, but I'll switch back over now. That's all right.
I cannot get into this shoreline.
Reverse it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
That's all I can advise.
The bloody thing's turning my boat round.
Yeah, because
Reverse is all I've got.
What I've been doing is, once I kind of figured out at first I was getting really frustrated with the maneuverability thing, and then I was like, okay, once I twigged that it was easier to maneuver backwards, I was like going past it and then reversing up to it.
Yeah, it's definitely the way forward.
Yeah.
Notice some of the guys that are reviewing this game at the moment, you know, some of the YouTube creators or whatnot, they're saying, "Ah, the new boat controls are so much better." And I'm thinking, "Oh my god, what was they like before? How bad were they before? If this is good," I was like, "Oh dear." Okay.
Do we have any lights on this ship? Hello.
Yes, they're above your head. Press E on the switches.
Oh god, above my head. Oh gosh. Ah, here we are. Wipers. Work light, that's what I want.
So that's another interesting thing. The wipers are pretty cool. When it's raining, you most definitely can see the rain on the windscreen and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Like, there's some really good things as well.
But none of the water splashes hit the windscreen.
Oh, did they not? Oh, that's a shame.
So it's
Well,
like it's almost there, but not quite.
Similar from the earlier ones, right?
Yeah. So it's like a step forward, but you know, not a full step forward.
Mhm.
It's better, but it's not quite there. Well, I can't get any closer than this. Gee whiz, that was hard work. It cost me 1/4 of a tank of fuel to park in the fuel bay.
Oh no.
That cannot be right.
Is that rubbish still in the same spot? Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Keep going to the same spot for rubbish.
For the moment. These cargo thingies, if you have that fishing, it's got a funny name, where you take the little crates of fish to the fishing yards, that's what these are. Apparently.
Oh, the big tanks.
Oh,
So on the map, if you look on the map, there's like, if you click show cargo on and off, you'll see a symbol with like tank things, but you can't take them without that little fish.
Oh, I see. You got to buy the tank. Yeah, put it on the back, and then you can take the. I haven't even found the fish farm yet. Do you know where that is?
Okay. Okay. No worries. Yes. Sorry, Mike. What was that? The fish farm? No,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
yet. Not yet. That's what I was wondering, whether if I turn a lot of this other stuff off first.
By the way,
fishing, you have to buy things to go on your fishing gear,
fish
so they can
farms
turn
are
up
in
on
the
the map as
south.
well.
If you have them highlighted on your filter.
Oh, I see.
Fish farms are in the
There's
south.
in the south and some more in the north.
More in the north.
oh, okay.
Quite
I think they're going to be quite lucrative. I get the impression they're going to be money spinners.
And then on the island in the north, right in the north, there's fish farms up there as well. Man, I'd love to know.
So that propeller upgrade I got,
Yeah.
I can't remember if I got the 1500 or the 5000 one. I think it was the 1500, but I could be wrong. I have to watch my own video back. But I'm now doing like 10, 11, maybe 12 knots, so like double the speed. Which is kind of, I think, probably better value for money than the fuel upgrade that you did earlier. The fuel tank upgrade, I mean.
Are you using like more fuel? Are you using like more fuel? Same amount of fuel?
Less.
Oh, right, okay. So top speed, how much fuel are you using?
Hang on, I'm just parking. As soon as I come back out, I'll tell you.
Alright, cool. Because it's 5 litres. It's 0.5 litres at
0.5 litres an hour.
at standard when you first buy
Yeah,
the
still 0.5. Still 0.5.
Yeah.
But
So,
I'm doing
yeah.
twice the speed.
Nice.
So if you get that fuel tank as well, you'll do twice the speed and have double the amount of fuel.
But the fuel tank is like, oh shit. Oh man, that was kind of scary. Yeah, the fuel tank cost you how much?
65 grand.
Whereas the propeller cost me either 1,500 or 5 grand.
Wow.
Depending on which one I bought. I can't remember.
Okay.
Good place to start then, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not saying the first thing you should do is buy that fuel tank.
No, I think going twice the speed is probably better than having twice the amount of fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like once you can afford to get them both, I think that's good upgrades.
Well, I mean that to me makes it a little bit better in my mind, because we've been sat here talking about it, and it's like, dude, the fuel usage is insane. But all we had to do was just get that propeller, and it would make it a bit more better for us.
Yeah, I still think it's whack. There's no way a boat like this would be empty after 5 nautical miles. It's just too extreme for my liking. I cannot dock here. This is so hard with this weather.
I'm quite calm for once.
My entire first day was clear skies. I've got a few clouds in the sky now.
Have you not had any bad weather yet?
Dark. No, not at all.
Oh, you're going to struggle, I think.
Oh, that is the.
I've started a new game, and I'm just rowboating at the minute.
Oh, so much damage.
Start, do as much stuff in the rowboat as you can.
Yeah.
Because you save yourself a lot of money with the fuel.
Trolls are just horrible.
Oi! Get down. I want to see how maneuverable this is with you. It feels like the controls are much more fluid on the controller than they are on the keyboard right now.
Well, I think it's probably changed since I last used the controller, based on what you said just now with the rowboat. So maybe the controller.
Well, she's in the first motorised boat at the minute, mate.
Yeah, but based on what you were saying about how it's easier to row with a controller, that makes me think that they've updated the controller controls somewhat, at least a bit. So I'm thinking perhaps it might be the case, but definitely based on the last time I used the controller, the keyboard is easier. Because there's no dead zone, you'll notice, for the controller, which means if you've got an old Xbox controller like I do, it's constantly fighting against you because it's never quite centralized.